Se va bene per tutti, direi di iniziare. Buon pomeriggio, io sono Stella Di Capo e mi occupo di comunicazione per la Fondazione Morra Greco. Ho il piacere di darvi il benvenuto a nome della Fondazione a questo webinar che abbiamo organizzato per supportare l'Università Federico II, uno dei nostri partner, in una ricerca sull'innovazione in ambito dei musei internazionali. Siamo molto contenti di questa partnership e speriamo che questa ricerca venga accolta calorosamente. E visto che abbiamo ospiti italiani e internazionali, l'evento sarà in doppia lingua, però sarà registrato e sarà poi disponibile sul sito della Fondazione. Faccio un breve recap anche in inglese e poi lascio la parola ai nostri esperti. Quindi, good afternoon, I'm Stella Di Capo and I take care of communication for Fondazione Morra Greco. I'm very happy to welcome you on behalf of Fondazione Morra Greco to this webinar we have organized to support the University of Naples Federico II in the distribution of our research on innovation in international museums. We are very proud of this partnership and we hope this research will be warmly welcomed by all our network. Since we have both Italian and international guests, the event will be in both languages, so Italian and English, and the session will be registered and then uploaded on Fondazione Morra Greco's website. So without further ado, I leave the stage to Enrico Di Taranto and Professor Valentina Della Corte of Federico II. So please do not hesitate to write in the chat should you need anything.
Thank you very much, Stella. I'm sorry because there was a lot of traffic here in Naples, so I'm going back to the office, but it will take a few minutes. My name is Valentina Della Corte. I am the academic coordinator for the Hospitality Management Bachelor degree and the Master in Hospitality and Destination Management. In Federico II, we have an area that is specialized in tourism and cultural heritage. In particular, we are doing a lot of researches that connect resource-based theory, strategic management and marketing to the topic of innovation applied to cultural sites, to museums and other heritage sites. So different contexts where we are focused on the innovation and open innovation topics. Our team is made up of Enrico Di Taranto, researcher at the Department of Economics, Management and Institutions, and our PhD student, Vincenzo Carraturo, always in the same department. So we, first of all, I don't know, is it okay if we speak just English? Or do you need also Italian? Please let us know.
Stella?
Per il momento non ci... Sì, for the moment there are no comments in the chat, so maybe please I ask our guests to write if they're all okay with English, but I can say that we have a majority of Italian guests.
Okay, what do we try to do with this questionnaire and this survey? We would like to focus our attention on the degree of innovation, both in the museum's promotional activities and in the fruition of the site. So all the possible innovations and application of ICT or augmented reality to your specific offer. And then we, in the second part of the questionnaire, we concentrate on the key performance indicators. So if you have some information that can help us make a deeper analysis, it's better. The idea is to find out if there are clusters of museums that are, characterized by common features, where we can have then interesting focus groups regarding the specific innovations that you are which is the result. Federico, would you like to add something?
Enrico, you have no audio.
Sorry. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you to Professoressa della Corte. Our field of study is very related to these topics, and we try to catch other important information about our sample, and then we are available for everything you want in terms of keep other information and things about it.
We would like also to have information regarding your specific organizations. If you wish, we can share the information about your specific museums. And if you think it's useful, we may also have a look at the questionnaire so we can better explain the different topics that we built in the questionnaire.
Yeah. And I want to share the questionnaire, and we can start from this if you're available now.
Vincenzo, if you like to add something, please do it.
I think that Vincenzo is not here now.
Okay.
But so in a few minutes, he will be available to be here with us.
Okay, but let's share the questionnaire.
Yeah.
So maybe we can give an overall picture of the questionnaire, and then if there are some parts that are not clear, you can obviously ask us. Okay, there are some general information.
The questionnaire, just for.
Sorry if I intervene. Can any of our guests just confirm they are able to talk or just access the chat? So I don't know if there's any problems or something like that. Just to confirm. Someone brave, please.
It works, chat works very well.
They wrote that the chat is disabled.
I've just written on the chat.
You just wrote on the chat?
Yeah.
But there is a Q&A.
Okay.
There is also a Q&A section.
Okay, perfect. So, now the chat is working.
Yeah.
If you have any kind of, now they say now is okay. Good. Thank you. We would also like to know if you have questions. Don't hesitate to ask us, because we are here for you to give us, explanations of any kind of part of the questionnaire. So as you see here, there are some general information regarding the museum, the exhibitions that are made, if they're temporary or permanent. And which is the average. Stop. Okay, then we have the section that refers to innovation and open innovation. So if there are specific technological innovations that you are adopting, and in the past 3 years, which kind of investments did you make, how many of them, and which departments of the museum, if there are departments, were involved. Okay. So then we have also the investments in innovation at individual level, which means just for the museum or for open innovation. Okay, the museum invests in with local stakeholders. In the online section that you will see, there is also a sixth answer, which is I don't know. The case you don't know some of the information, then you can, of course. But it's important for us to get as many information as you can give us. Also, if there are some national rather than international investments, and in case of open innovation, we refer to investments that also involve other stakeholders, even on the territory or in the international relationships of the museum. So as you can see, we distinguish if there are open innovation projects between local stakeholders and the national and international.
Then we also wrote something regarding the the results that, in your opinion, helped your projects with other entities, other organizations, which is the evaluation that you give. If you got any improvement in terms also of engagement between your organization and the others it's in connection with. Then there is the section 5, where we deeply analyze the artificial intelligence, which is the virtual reality, all these tools in the digitalization that you are developing, if you are, and of course, if you are, which kind of tools are you mainly using. One interesting focus is also if you use data analysis, if you have any kind of observatory and data analysis for your museum, and in case you have and you're interested in making comparisons between data, we are glad to work for you in our researches. Let's go on a little bit. Okay, now as regards the improvements that AI has determined, in your opinion, but this is very important in terms of visitor engagement. If you think that really these tools are useful and if they can really improve this kind of engagement. Also the use of chatbots, if you do, or any sort of apps or this kind of instruments that are usually provided. Okay, we also pointed out the possible eventual challenges and criticalities in the use of AI that you may have encountered during your investments, and also which are the things where you are mainly concentrated on for the future activity in your case. In terms of the contribution in a digital transformation, okay, we would also like to have your opinion regarding artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and then metaverse. Another section regards reputation, the reputation of the museum, if it's important for you, and if yes, which is it? It's mainly based. Okay, so if you have some kind of, as a museum, you belong to some kind of network of consortium in the sector between museums or between museums and other kind of actors, for example, of tourism industry. If you think that the reputational word of mouth is still valid as a tool of promotion, which kind of, if you use any kind of measures to see the level of appreciation of exhibitions and events. If you use social media, how do you find them? If you think they are useful or not. And then there are also the economic income indicators. These are some of the indicators in order to see which are, in your opinion, the most profitable activities that you usually have in your museum, and also the profitability index that they can give, of course, in terms of range, not the specific one, the level of public funding, how much public funding do you usually on average have in percentage, and also which are the shop sales, if they are outsourced or if they are in-house, and then also the productivity indicators, the productivity indicators that refer to the impact on of energy costs on total revenues, any kind of investments in terms of green energy, if you do, the main sources in case you do, also to if you have any kind of monitoring system for marketing activities to check the impact of your main actions. And then the key performance indicators. As key performance indicators, we have the average percentage variation in the number of visitors. They may have decreased or increased. And so in the last 3 years, which is the percentage of investments in terms of structure and services, in terms of marketing, Also, which are the strategies that you mainly use for specific targets like students and children, or which kind of campaigns do you usually do, what they are mainly based on, what are the also your efforts in artificial intelligence in marketing, if you do any.
Yeah, I think the last one, or
okay. And how often you engage into social media, if you use it, and if you even use partnerships or influencer marketing activities for your organization.
yes.
So the biggest challenge that you faced in marketing efforts in recent times, which is according to you the most important, and how do you evaluate the contribution of marketing to your performance? If you think marketing is an important function in your activity, or if you have any different idea. Okay, so this is the overall structure of the questionnaire. I think it takes 15 to 20 minutes to answer. If you don't have any answer and you cannot ask your colleague to give them just answer that you don't know, but of course the most you help us, the more accurate we can be. One thing that I would like to underline is that this initiative is within an overall framework that we, an agreement that we signed with the Fondazione Morra Greco, also for our 800 years. As I explained in the meeting in Naples, we have 800 years history. We are the first university in the world. And so we are extremely interested in having your opinion. If you let me just add the question before we close here, I will also add the questions regarding the kind of genre that you, in human resources management, that you involve. So I want to add this one. But we will make then an overall analysis. Of course, we will respect fully, absolutely, all the privacy issues as university, because we are doing a university research. The research, I would also like to underline, is conducted for free, so there is no payment to make for this research, and we will give you reports, and also regarding the results with our elaborations about the overall answers. Of course, if we have a wide participation, we may even go further and tell something regarding clusters, but we will see. It depends on how many museums are answering, and also on the level of museums that are answering. But you can have a report that can give you an idea of the wild world, trends in museums. Of course, you have so many other occasions, but after this research, we will organize a focus group to discuss what comes out, and also what could be developed, because we as scholars that study these things believe hardly that theory has to be connected with the practice, and that our task is also to give some hints and suggestions to decision makers about possible routes, possible ideas, possible things that can be further developed. So I don't know, Enrico, if you wish to add something.
I think that everything has been done. Thank you for now. It's very important for us to give some elements that are very, very useful for our data, and we will treat the data in a confidential manner. It's very important for us to hear your answer. And thank you for all for now.
Do we have any questions? And also maybe in Italian, or feel free to ask.
There are 9 participants. I think that, yes, 9 linked. Okay.
Okay, so we have a question. What does the term open innovation mean? By Elisabetta Scamilla. I think you should see it in the chat.
Prof, are you available to answer to this question if you want?
Let me see the question. What does the
What
term
does the
open
term
innovation mean? Okay, good. Okay, open innovation refers to innovation practices or investments that you can make with other partners. They can be even some competitors with whom you, however, decide to work together on a specific project. So if there are projects that you make with other entities, other organizations, or for example, if your interactions with these organizations give you ideas about possible innovation that you make. It's like the relational contribution to your open innovation, to your innovation process. So if in your innovation process you are just concentrating on your museum, inside the museum, with no other partner, it's not an open innovation investment or initiative. But if you are operating in a certain ecosystem that can be made up of other museums or other organizations in the sector or in similar and linked sectors. Let's make me an example. If, for example, for the sales shop, you have an agreement with some of the grifts of the area where you live, in the fashion industry, that is an example of open innovation, where you are some way emphasizing the experience and the style of the place, together with a partner that has a good brand in another sector. That can be fashion, that can be food, that can be any other kind. I don't know if it's clear.
Yeah, it's important to highlight our attention on cultural companies in general, and if it's possible to highlight this aspect for everybody that are involved too. Yeah, thanks.
Any other question? When will the survey go out? Okay, we already sent through Eddie the link to the questionnaire. Some of you have already filled it in. The only thing I ask you is that just to wait for 15 hours, because I want to add just one question according to some reflections that we made just before these meetings. It's only one question I would like to add. And you, by the late afternoon, you can start filling it in with no problem.
I just to add something, I just sent in the chat the link to Fondazione Morra Greco's website. It's a dedicated page where we have written everything about the research, and where you will also find the recording of this session.
Okay, so I will also kindly ask you to tell the colleagues you are in touch with, to invite them to fill it in, because I think that the report that will come out is also very useful for you, that are the main beneficiaries of this activity. And I would like also to thank Fondazione Morra Greco for the effort they made to implement this kind of activity. That is, I think it's an example of a possible value creation process between the foundation, the university, and you as the main protagonists of museum activities.
Thank you, Professor. We are very happy we get to participate in this research. So if there are no other questions or I don't know, inputs or everything you want to add to the conversation, we can just close the recording.
A big thank to Vincenzo Caraturo that is here now.
Okay, the
Vincenzo, if you want
PhD
to
I
add-
introduced before.
Yeah,
Well,
if you want to add other information about the questionnaire and the data, we are available to listen you.
Okay, you should be able to join now.
Hi everybody, sorry for the delay. And no, I don't really have a lot to add, but I'm really happy that the collaboration between the university and the Foundation Morra Greco has brought this opportunity up for everybody to learn a little bit more about the museum context and about open innovation in the specific.
So
Very thanks to everybody. Very thanks for now. We'll keep in touch as soon as possible for question information and anything else. Grazie.
yes,
Thank you.
if you need any information, please feel free to write to info@fondazionemorragreco.com, and we can also put you in contact with the researchers of the university. Okay, so have a good day.
Thanks.
Bye.